defend your own nation. The strongest weapon, one of the only weapons we have left in this country is Bun Rachna here, the Irish Constitution. And the Irish public government are trying to take that off us. But we won't let them. So we need to turn off Netflix, get off Facebook and go home and become familiar with your Irish Constitution before they absolutely obliterate it. The Irish government have shown nothing but contempt for the Irish people. They hate our guts. And the sooner we realise that, the better. The Irish government have declared war on the Irish people. And this didn't happen today or yesterday, this has gone on a while. So what we have to do is build momentum and resist. And what we don't have to do is take any more asylum seekers, illegal asylum seekers. There is nowhere in EU legislation that we're obligated to take these people. Now don't take my word for that, go and do your own research. Go on to Tracy O'Mahony's YouTube. She's a barrister, she's it all spelled out there for us. We are not obliged to have open borders. We are not obliged to take any more people into this country. We need to close the borders now. What the government are trying to do here, they're trying to divide and conquer as usual. War tactics. So they're trying to turn the public and the community groups against each other. They're trying to blame the protesters for driving out the community groups, when that's not the case. We are the community, and we are the people of Mullingar, and we won't be driven out of the barracks because that's our land. Yes. Yes. We have to show empathy towards the people, the community groups in the barracks, and stand in solidarity with them because they're in an awful predicament. They're dependent on government funding, right? And they're trying to look after the vulnerable people in there and keep the services going. So we must keep a line of communication open between the public and the people in there. They are the public, but the people that are running it and the people out here. So we can't let the government divide and conquer. That's what they want to do. We have a couple of questions that need to be asked, right? And it's an awful pity Robert, Troy, Peter Burke aren't here today to answer these questions. How many asylum seekers is too many asylum seekers? How many? None. When are we going to stop? Roderick O'Groomer said he's going to bring in 180,000 asylum seekers next year. Where is he going to put them?
Because we're full.
In the bed beside you if you could.
How many asylum seekers does Robert Troy have in his 13 houses? Yeah, he needs to do better. When the soldiers were ran out of this place, right, 10 years ago, the lease of Columb barracks was handed back to the Irish people, the people of Mullingar, right? And word has it that that lease cannot be found. That lease was handed to Peter Burke. It was supposed to go in a frame down in the library or the council buildings, and it cannot be found. Where is the lease to the Columb barracks? I drove in here the other day and I was told by the Irish Defence Forces to get out. I was told that they own this land. The Irish Defence Forces don't own this land. They're merely custodians of this land. And another question that needs to be asked. Where are the deeds to the Columb barracks? Where are the deeds? Everybody needs to go on and look at the land registry and find the deeds for the Columb barracks. Because if we don't have the deeds to the Columb barracks, we're in very big trouble in this country. And while we're at it, we need to find the deeds to Leinster House. And we need to find the deeds to the President, Orson Uachtaráin. Because then we'll find out who's running this country. there. They're in phase 2 and they plan on building hundreds of houses down in the campfield. There's only one entrance in and out of this place, and if they build houses in there, the asylum seekers have the whole lot of it. They'll turn it into the likes of Mosney, Butlers. It'll be a migrant village in the middle of Mullingar, and you can guarantee it, just like Balbriggan and Laytown, this place, the crime will fly through the roof. We have the evidence. The evidence is already there. They want to hand, this barracks has 25 acres of land, and they want to hand that over to foreign men that we know absolutely nothing about. They have the Land Development Agency, who are a private corporation.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. What's happening here is a corporate style of Marxism, and it's very, very dangerous. It needs to be stopped now.
Fair play.
We will not let stakeholder capitalism control this country. The day of the brown envelopes and the traitors are coming to an end, and they know that, and they are terrified. But do not despair. Make zero compromises. Stay vigilant of all political parties, even nationalist parties. Keep the resistance, keep the momentum going. And we need to get organised. We need to form a committee. We need to have a public meeting here in the county buildings. We need to form a committee, and we need to demand